What's up, Multiverse? Dr. Dave here. Welcome to the Geek Lounge. So I've received in a couple more Funko Pop parcels this week, which do contain some new releases. Let's check them out. First up then, we have the Batman Dark Knight Returns comic book cover. And if you guys don't know your Dark Knight history, this was a 4-issue miniseries released back in the year of my birth, 1986. Yes, I know, it's pretty darn old, right? Both written and drawn by Frank Miller, it's not only considered one of the greatest Batman comic book stories of all time, it's actually considered one of the greatest overall comic books of all time, and even considered one of the most important of all time, as it deviated from the somewhat campier style of Batman comics that we had prior to the 80s and brought in this more kind of darker side of things, where storylines were a bit more gritty. This and Watchmen, which were released the same year, were pretty much the start of that for comic books. And even though I first read the comic book when I was about 16 or 17 years old, it was not lost on me the importance this had to the industry, to the media, as well as to the superhero genre. Although the original comic book cover is somewhat simplistic in design, it has become absolutely iconic, and it was not known for such a long time whether Batman was actually front-facing or if it was from behind, considering he's a silhouette. And there was a big discussion about it on social media last year as to whether he was front-facing or if we were seeing him from behind, but it was then discovered that in DC's Gallery edition, the original sketch actually showed that Batman was front-facing. I, like many others, was stunned. I thought we were seeing him from behind, but yeah guys, we were seeing him from the front, and now we have the Funko Pop to go with it as well. You do kind of wonder, were they ever going to make it until this was confirmed? But the pop looks great. Yes, he's front facing. We have the lightning streak as well. I think it looks great, but what makes this even greater, at least from some other people's shots I've seen, is the glow. Let's check that out now to be sure. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Boom. Check that out, guys. I'd seen some other people's pictures, disc trackers, and I was like, this thing is freaking sick. When it was first announced, I thought, you know what, it's only going to be the lightning that glows, but it's the eyes as well. That just looks super, super cool. I think you guys are actually getting my phone reflection there, so apologies for that. If there's like a bit more of a light, maybe there we go. That might look a little bit better. Yeah, that thing's just absolutely friggin' sick. Next, we have our first of two 2-packs. That was actually a bit of a mouthful. It is the Funko Shop exclusive Qui-Gonn Jinn vs Darth Maul from the Phantom Menace. Now, for me personally, this was the most perfect 2-pack that they could ever make. Guys, I am a really big fan of the Phantom Menace. I know it got a lot of hate back in the day. Some of that seems to have subsided in more recent times, especially with the sequel series and some of the other things that have released recently, but I've always loved it. Qui-Gonn Jinn was my favourite Jedi of all time, and Darth Maul is my favourite villain, my favourite Sith Lord of all time. I really liked these characters. Yes, Darth Maul didn't really, I guess, do too much in the movie, and we got to see him a lot more, especially in animation, and I guess the character grew even further on me than from the Phantom Menace. But yeah, Qui-Gonn, I loved Liam Neeson's portrayal. Qui-Gonn for me is what the Jedi should have been. You know, the Jedi Council were just too, what's the word I'm looking for, like arrogant, just getting involved in the wrong things, whereas Qui-Gonn was a bit more of a risk taker, a bit more of an adventurer, so to speak, wasn't such like a stickler for the rules like Obi-Wan was, certainly in the Phantom Menace. So yeah, I definitely kind of gravitated more to Qui-Gonn Jinn. So I was absolutely devastated, of course, when Darth Maul plunged his lightsaber into Qui-Gonn's torso, but it was an awesome fight, Duel of the Fates, the music, everything about it was absolutely fantastic. Although I do believe this battle is from the desert, if I'm not mistaken. Well, I know I'm not mistaken because he's not double blading with the lightsaber, is he? He's got the hood up as well. Qui-Gonn still has on his poncho as well. So yeah, this is the battle in Tatooine, when they quickly escape on their ship, when they essentially first encounter Darth Maul, their first kind of encounter with a Sith essentially. But yeah, awesome, perfect 2-pack, happy to get it. Definitely need to get the rest of the Phantom Menace Funko Pops, and I have to say, I don't think it's ever going to happen, but this would be a dream 2-pack for me to get signed. I do have the Obi-Wan and Darth Vader 2-pack signed by both Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen, but man, imagine getting this signed by Liam Neeson and Ray Park. That would just be amazing. And the next 2 pops, guys, only delivered literally a few hours ago. First up, we have our second 2-pack, which does also have a chase opportunity. fingers crossed we can get it. Here we go then, guys. I haven't opened this up yet. Come on, give me the chase. My chase luck, not been amazing. Did actually pull a chase last time, though. The Tengen chase from the Demon Slayer line. Did we get the 2-pack chase here for One Piece? I don't think we did. Yeah, sadly we didn't get the chase, guys, but as you can see, we do have the Luffy and Foxy 2-pack from One Piece. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, when these were first rumoured or first leaked, which was actually quite a long time ago, by the way, I was like, seriously? These seem a pretty odd couple of figures to make. I mean, it was from this arc that was ages ago. It was after Skypiea, so I want to say it was around like the 200 to 220 episode mark. I always thought it was actually a filler arc, to be honest, for the anime, but I did eventually discover it was in the manga. But yeah, this was such a long time ago, so I was very, very surprised. And then they seem to have just like came out like very quickly. They were announced and then they were there. I think it was a Hot Topic exclusive in the US. Not sure who is exclusive to over here in the UK. I just got mine from Funko Europe. But yeah, guys, Luffy and Foxy. Foxy and the Foxy Pirates challenged Luffy to a, what was it, Davy back fight? Something along those lines. It was like kind of a crazy fun arc. Funnily enough, Foxy's wanted poster was actually shown in the Netflix live action, so we might actually get to see that arc. Probably not next season because that would be a bit too early, but maybe in season 3. Yeah, these are two pretty crazy looking Funko Pops. Luffy becomes a boxer with the afro, which is just classic. You can kind of see the Straw Hat Jolly Roger. Well, actually, it's not really Straw Hat Jolly Roger, is it? More just a kind of traditional Jolly Roger there on the chest. Obviously, this was pre-time skip as well, so it doesn't have that big scar. But yeah, the red boxing gloves, the red tape around the ankles, and then we have Foxy with his just weird get up, those pointy shoes, the yellow like overalls, is that what they are? And suspenders. I don't know, I'm not really good with fashion and things like that, but I'm pretty sure that's what they are. You can kind of make out, I guess, his underwear underneath, these weird kind of spiked boxing gloves. Was that part of his devil fruit powers? Man, it was so long ago. I should go back and watch that because I do remember it being, I remember being annoyed by it in the very early stages and then was like, you know what, that arc was actually pretty fun. But yeah, the nose, like Foxy looks amazing. The nose is great. The hair is great. He's even got the Foxy tattoo there on his left arm. Yeah, just such an odd choice for me of Funko Pops that they were going to make, but really happy we are getting such older ones. You know, all these pre-time skip ones are supposedly coming. Can't wait for that Sanji with the heart eyes. I'm trying to think who else is coming. I know Luffy with meat. I believe there's like a Miss All Sunday for Robin is eventually going to be coming. Nami with the straw hat from the Arlong Park arc. There was like more coming as well, but I can't wait, guys. I absolutely freaking love One Piece, pardon me, and just I would honestly take like 3,000-4,000 Funko Pops if Funko are going to make them all. I would definitely buy them. Which is the very reason why I bought the final Funko Pop, guys. Check this bad boy out. The 10-inch Dragon Form Kaido. Look at the size of that special edition sticker. And right off the bat, guys, I gotta say, this may be my favorite Funko Pop of 2024 so far. Just look at the detail on it. It's amazing. Oh man, I'm kind of a loss for words already. I love the fact that it's 10 inches. I was like, if this is going to be a 6-inch, I'm going to be very disappointed. Because we, of course, have the original Kaido, then we have the Kaido in Man-Beast form, and they're both 6 inches. So I was like, Dragon form better be 10 inches. And boy, oh boy, did Funko not disappoint as we're going around. The tail, the scales, the flames. It's just, as I said, I'm a bit lost for words just looking at this out the box for the first time. Yeah, like all of the colours pop, pun intended. The yellow eyes, the like tash, I love that. The horns, it just looks so freaking good, guys. Man. Yeah, that's crazy. I love it. I mean, I don't sadly have the space for it right now, but I definitely love to display this, like this centrally, and then like the two other Kaido figures left and right. I think that could look absolutely sick. The Wano dubs are actually coming, like the final Wano dubs are coming very, very soon. They are available to buy now, but they're going to be available to stream on Crunchyroll, pardon me. I want to say in the next 2 weeks, like end of June, early July. So very very much looking forward to that, to kind of finally see the final battle between Luffy and Kaido. I do know they're going to be debuting, is it the first 2 episodes of the Egghead Island arc, I think, at one of the, is it Anime Expo? I can't entirely remember. I just saw something advertised the other day, which is a little bit weird because I don't think we've got any news on the, like, there's 5 more episodes that come before the Egghead Island arc starts, so yeah, I'm not too sure what's going on with that, but they'll eventually come as well. Yeah, I can't wait till they drop, guys. Really want to see it. As I said, love One Piece and absolutely freaking love this Funko Pop. And well, there we go, guys. Another bunch of Funko Pops added to the collection and unboxed for your and my viewing pleasure. And that is therefore going to do it for today's video. So first and foremost, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to spend with me here on the Geek Lounge. It is very much appreciated. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If so, be sure to give it a thumbs up and drop some comments below. What Funko Pops have you guys picked up recently? And as always, we've got plenty more content on the way for you guys. The usual Funko, Lego, statues, figures, and TCGs are all incoming in the days, weeks, months, and years ahead, guys. We are going nowhere, but we really need your help to grow the channel. We need your likes, your comments, your shares, and we of course need you to subscribe and enable those notifications so you don't miss out on any of that future content. Thanks again for watching today's video, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace out, nerds.